And another player that they locked up is CJ Gardner. Man, they gave him a fat contract to extension, 4 years as well. This is a lengthy, just like Garrett Wilson. They both end at the same time. 120.4 million dollars, guaranteed. 85.653 million guaranteed, and it makes him the two-time pro, becomes the NFL's highest paid cornerback in the league right now with $30.1 million per year. Same thing with him. Do you think it is worth it for him? Do you think he should have got some more money? Should he less? What do you think?
I'm good with it again. I mean, it's almost the same situation. I know that Sauce Gardner's kind of gotten a lot of praise for being one of the best corners in the league and stuff like that. But statistically, over the past two seasons, towards the end of the years, they started to fade defensively, and that's not just him, but the entire Jets team in general. But if you're going to start somewhere with a defensive coach like Glenn coming in from Detroit, like you mentioned, you have to have your guy on defense. And I know he's young, but he's vocal, and I don't know if he's always going to say the mature thing, but at least he's going to say something. And this is a team that doesn't really have a lot of bragging rights right now. So I'm good with the contract. Unfortunately, you just have to spend money. The Bengals with T. Higgins and Chase and Burrow and people making all these things. At the end of the day, once the games are going and these guys are catching touchdowns and everything's looking good, nobody's going to care about the money. Sauce Gardner's playing great on defense. Garrett Wilson's playing great on offense. See what happens. They get conventional or crazy with Justin Fields. But either way, you have each side of the field. You have a voice that you can lean on that's young and locked up for years to go.
Yeah, definitely. Again, like, you got to pay your players, bro. Your big time players, especially on both sides of the ball. CJ Gardner is one of those guys can definitely stop any receiver in the league. Not saying that he's going to stop them completely. They're not going to get some catches. They're not going to get some yards. They're not going to get touchdowns. But he is an X factor on defense for sure against receivers and even against running backs as well, because he tackles very well. If anything, some people might be mistaken sometimes that he plays safety, but obviously he plays corner. But definitely, I feel like he does deserve this money. The Jets did another good thing here, signing both for them, keeping them together, and keeping their top dogs for the future in line and intact for the New York Jets. And hopefully, maybe they could do something. But at the end of the day, like I've been saying, and you said it before, you got to keep your players together. You got to spend the money if you want to win. You got to.
Yeah, and it's been a long time since the Jets have done the right things, and new coach jumping right into the right decision. So it's good to see that for them.
Yeah, definitely.